How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of Prime. A lot of you guys probably saw me on Instagram or saw me upload videos on YouTube. I'm a turntablist from Astoria, Queens, New York. So I wanted to give my little take on the RANE 4. This is my man's joint. I was blessed enough for him to let me take it out for a spin. I had my eyes on it before because when I came back into the DJ scene after being gone for a long time, RANE was one of my first products that I bought, a RANE 72 mixer that I had, and I also had a chance to use the RANE 1, which I hate, and I'm not going to get into that. So I have the Rev 7, and as you see, the design on the Rev 7 is just incredible. You know, like whoever designed it, to me, it's like a turntablist designed that. But I'm not going to take too much of your time. I'm just going to get right to the point. I'm not going to go over all of these different knobs on here. You could go on YouTube and you can see a ton of videos on that. I'm just going to cover this from a turntablist aspect. Once again, this is my opinion. I'm not saying that you should, you don't have to agree with me. You could disagree with me, whatever you feel. I'm giving my honest take on it. Personally, I don't like it for several reasons, right? And we know, I saw an article that they designed this for, you know, basically the mobile DJs of that sense, meaning like they didn't design it for a turntablist. And I totally understand that. I get it, clearly. Now, what I don't like about this, right? The way you have the platters, honestly, the platters do feel good. The platters are bigger than the ones on the Rev 7, so I give them that. You see it has almost the same style as the Rev 7. I put these stickers here. I think they come with stickers, whatever. It feels pretty good, but as far as the plastic that comes, you definitely need, my personal opinion, you need like 2 of those. Definitely need at least 2 of those. The spin back is very tough. The torque is good, but the spin back is very tough. I don't never like the spin back where I'm like hitting it more than once to get a spin back, so I have to get used to that. What I don't like is the design on it. Okay, we have the mixer layout right here, and this is it's more like a 4-channel mixer, right? Granted, it has your stems on it and everything. Like I said, I'm not gonna get into that. What I don't like as a DJ, when I'm on a Rev 7 or any other turntable setup, I will never have my setup like where you have the mixer low and then you have the turntables up here. So in this sense, it's just like your turntables are pushed up and then you have this down. That's what I don't like about it. So now when you're going back and forth, right, instead of you're going back and forth like this where your hand is just, you know, opposite of the faders, left and right, you're like this. You know what I'm saying? So you see how my hand is down here on the fade and then it's up here. So a lot of times when you're spinning back, you may come across of hitting this. We're so used to it being side by side. So you know when you spin it back, and let's say that you have these volumes up, which is the 1 and the 2. So when you spin it back, you might come across a chance like that. You may hit it. And I know that happened a few times when I was doing my juggles and things like that. So personally, I just hate the way they got the layout. With these pads being here, I mean, if you're just playing music and you rocking a party, I mean, go for it. This is definitely great. It sounds great. It's great in that order as far as, you know, if you're going out to play music and you're not just worrying about getting your turntablism on. And I'm not saying you could get your turntablism on 100%. 100%. You could get your turntablism on, but it's gonna be challenging. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be challenging. I was able to pull off routines or whatever, but it took some time for me to get comfortable with it. But the layout on this is terrible. Even if you guys made this and you didn't make it with the turntablist in mind, I think it's best to keep everybody in mind, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? When I'm doing a party or something like that, I'm not just gonna play music for the thugs in the corner, or I'm just gonna play only music for this crowd over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to, you know, bring everybody together. I think that'd have been dope. If this, no lie, would have been so dope if they would have had somehow put these pads in the middle, just how the 72 mix is, and then they would have these platters to the side instead of up like this. It's insane. To me, it's just insane to be like this. Like, don't get me wrong, I can execute something on it. I don't really have to feel for it, you know. It's just, I'm not feeling it. But listen, if you want to go out and spend that, you know, $2,000 or whatever it costs, you know, be my guest. But as far as a turntablist, in my opinion, this is horrible. It's a horrible setup. It's a lot going on here. It's just too much, and I think that's where a lot of things are getting lost in this art. It's so much technology. It's hard for you to concentrate on the skill part of it, because you got all of these different gadgets up here, and it's like, damn, do you have to learn all of this? In my opinion, no. This is just my take on this. I don't want to take your time up, but the setup is just horrible. I don't like it to no degree. They could have did way better on the layout, and that's my take. I'm not a fan of the RANE faders at all. I'm in love with the Pioneer faders, but no, it's not bad. The fader is not bad if you know, kind of used to scratching the cotton. You could get used to it, but to me, Pioneer got them by far when the fader, and they got them by far in the whole setup. That's just my take on it. My name is Prime. Have a great one. Peace.